Hello everyone, it's Kim here at Hancock Homestead and Gardens, and today it is Wednesday, December the 7th. So that means it's time for Yuletide vlog number 7. And I'm just going to take you through the day. I wore my Christmas shirt today because that's what I'm going to be concentrating on, is getting the Christmas tree decorated. But right now I'm getting John some lunch. He's going to be leaving for work pretty soon. And so we have a lunch, and then I pack him a supper to take with him. And we're going to be having some baked chicken and some glazed carrots, and then I'll put some kind of fruit in there for him. And we had biscuits this morning, so I'll probably put one of those in. And anyway, I'm going to go ahead and finish up lunch here, and then I'll show you what we're going to be doing as far as decorating. John carried up all the boxes this morning, and they are sitting in the guest bedroom. So they're ready, sitting in there, ready to be unpacked and ready to decorate this house. A lot of times I haven't decorated before now. I usually do it the first weekend in December, but I don't know, I just seem to run out of time. So it'll get done, you know. John's mom, she didn't put up the tree until Christmas Eve, and then she left it up for the 12 days of Christmas. So everyone does it a little bit differently, and we are not that far behind. So, alright, I'm going to let you go for now, and I'll be back.
Yeah, I carried all these up.
Okay, so while I'm waiting for lunch to cook, I'm going to be clearing off my dining room hutch here. But I want to remember what it looks like. So a lot of times I'll take a picture of it, but my daughter has my camera. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in on it so I can get a good shot of it. And then that way, after the holidays, whenever I go to put things back, I'll have a general idea of where everything goes. So, okay. As you can tell, I like apples. For a couple of reasons. First of all, we have an apple orchard. Second of all, I was a teacher for over 25 years, and you know, apples and teachers just kind of go together. So let's get a shot here real quick. And that way I'll kind of know generally where to put everything back. All right. Here we go. Emma, John's mom, has a beautiful set of Christmas dishes that each plate shows a different stage of Christmas, and I always like to show those off. And then we have some salt and pepper shakers that are Christmas related. So this will become Christmas themed. All right, I'm not going to make you watch this whole thing, but I just kind of wanted to explain it to you. So, all right, here we go. So, what I wanted to kind of tell you guys real quick is that before I start decorating for Christmas, I sort of undecorate the house in its present state. I kind of have my house decorated in a country type theme with apples and roosters, you know, and barns and country type subjects. But what I do is at Christmas time I take almost everything down, and then we have an explosion of Christmas decorations. So that's what I'm going to be doing today, is taking stuff down, and then hopefully getting as much of it put up today as I can. So, alright, everything that's apple themed or rooster themed will come down, and then Christmas will go up. Alright, I'll be back. I was just going to point out too that everything is so dusty because of living in the country. So by undecorating everything in December, it gives me a chance to thoroughly dust and thoroughly wipe everything off. And then also whenever I set it back out, you know, I make sure it's completely clean. And it's just kind of a way to get some deep cleaning done. A reason that I have to do it, because oh my goodness, it is so dusty. I try to dust at least once a month, a general type dusting, but dust just seeps into everything out here in the country. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing too, is kind of dusting everything down as I go. I don't know if y'all can see this or not. Let me bring it just a little bit closer for you. I just have to show this off. Paul, my son, made that one year in art class. It's a clay fruit bowl. Isn't that just beautiful? I just love that. So I'm going to give it a good dusting. It's pretty well dusted off. And then I kind of just dust off the fake apples I keep in it, because I keep it up here in my china cabinet for display. So yeah, and I don't wrap things just super good whenever I put them away, because I know that John will be careful, and we don't store them permanently. It's just kind of a month storage. But I do try to wrap things kind of in newspaper to keep them from getting scratched more than anything else. So there we go. My Grand Canyon mug. Going to the Grand Canyon has always been on my bucket list. And in 2010, we went out to see my son Paul in San Diego because he was stationed out there. And on the way back from San Diego, we went to the Grand Canyon. And it was right around my 49th birthday. So here's my remembrance mug from my bucket list trip. And then my other bucket list was to see Amish country, and my sister took me to Pennsylvania this year to visit Amish country. And then my brother took me to Arkansas to see the Buffalo River, and we got to stay in a cabin. And staying in a cabin has always been one of my bucket list items too. So I'm slowly checking off some bucket list items this year. Here is, I want to show you this. My daughter gave me this cup the day of her wedding. I don't know if you all watched my video last night when I was talking about the book, Guess How Much I Love You, being her favorite book. And how I used to read it to her as a child. And she gave me this mug, Guess How Much I Love You, on her wedding day to me as a mother's gift. And I just love it. I mean, I cried and cried, and so did she. But, you know, we got over it and got our makeup fixed before the ceremony. But anyway, yeah, so it's a beautiful memory for us. And then because I was a teacher, I've been given several teacher mugs over the years. And I have them up here. I don't have them all up here because I have quite a few, but I put up some of my favorites. And this one says, teachers are precious people who cause joyful happiness in the hearts of children. And I really hope that as a teacher I was able to do that. I was able to touch some children's hearts and make learning fun. This one I thought was kind of cool because it just says teacher, 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 and it's surrounded by apples. And then I have some little apple salt and pepper shakers. I have a collection of salt and pepper shakers. That was my thing when I was a young adult, was to collect salt and pepper shakers. But I just don't have room to store them all. But yeah, so anyway, but I keep out the special ones, like these salt and pepper shakers that are apples. And then I have one over in my china cabinet that are of a Dutch boy and a Dutch girl kissing that were my grandma's. And, you know, the special ones I keep out, but all the other collectible ones I just have stored away. And then I'm sure you guys have seen my apple dishes. We actually do use these. I have a set up here in my display cabinet, but a lot of times at Thanksgiving I will do an apple theme table. I didn't do it this year, but I have done an apple themed table for Thanksgiving. So, but yeah, I just love my apple theme. Okay, so as you can see, I have everything out, and now I'm just doing some dusting, getting all the dust up, so that whenever I put in the Christmas dishes, they will look nice and pretty. I think I'm going to have to take some Windex to the glass, though. Okay. Let's go check out lunch. Okay, so I'm going to finish up lunch here. I'm going to drain the carrots. Okay. Turn that water off there. All right. Okay, so I cheated just a little bit by microwaving the butter. I'm going to pour that on top of the carrots. Let that melt on there. And then I'm going to add some brown sugar. And probably about, I don't know, about a quarter of a cup maybe. Let that melt on there. Alright, so I'll stir that up there in just a minute. Let's get out the chicken. And then we'll either add some barbecue sauce or some honey mustard, depending on how we want to eat ours. Okay, so that's lunch. John and I are going to stay and eat lunch now, and I'll be back later. Bye for now. Alright, and there's lunch. Chicken, glazed carrots, and peaches with a glass of water. There we go.